Okay, well, I almost forgot, but I need to do a Throwback Thursday, so let's do it right now here. And I think I'll call this one Save the Dolphins. Okay, I'm working on a Saturday, and I'm down near the College Boulevard area on patrol during the daytime. I get a 4:15 call, go to a party, uninvited guests, which seemed kind of strange for a Saturday morning. Normally we get those calls on a Friday night where uninvited guests show up to your party and you call the cops to kick them out. So anyways, I go over to the address and I show up, and there's this little girl, college girl, sitting out in front of the house at a card table. Got a sign on it. Says something about party, save the Dolphins, $2 cover charge. And she got a big jar there, like a pickle jar, sitting on top of the table, you know, half full of money. So I pull up right next to her in the middle of the street, park, get out, and I come up and ask her, you know, you call about unwanted guests at your party? And she goes, well, yeah, these 4 guys refused to pay and went on in. They're drinking up all our beer. And I said, okay. Well, do you have a permit for your fundraiser with the city? She goes, no. I go, do you have a license with the Alcohol Beverage Control Act for selling alcohol? She goes, no. I said, well, then you know you're breaking the law. You cannot charge a cover charge into your party to drink alcohol. And if you're doing a fundraiser, you got to have all the proper permits and licenses. You don't got none of that, huh? No, I don't. I go, okay. So I take the sign off the front of the table, and I take the jar of money, and she's got like this dumbfounded look on her face. I open up the front door of my patrol car, and I toss it in the passenger seat, shut the door and lock it. I tell her, okay, well, go give me the rest of the people that's in charge of this party, so I can tell them that your party is now closed down and everybody has to leave because you don't have the proper permits and licenses. Well, then she gets this real pissy look on her face. Starts, you know, complaining and everything, and I say, sorry, you know, you're breaking the law. You got to go get all your friends and tell them we're going to shut the party down. So she goes running in the house, and 2 or 3 other girls come running out with her, and they're all, you know, a bunch of little college snowflakes, all pissed off. Oh, you're breaking up our party to save the Dolphins, and blah, 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 taking all our money and everything. I said, well, look, you called me here because you have a problem with people coming into your party without paying the cover charge. And that's exactly why you're required to have permits to notify us of this. And I'll bet you 10 to 1 you got underage drinkers in there too. I could probably charge you with that. And that's why you have to have a license to sell alcohol, so you know what all the laws are and everything. I said, so I'm not going to bother doing all of that as long as you cooperate and shut this party down and send everybody home. So they agreed. I wasn't going to arrest them for not having the proper permits and licenses or charge them with providing alcohol to minors or none of that stuff, as long as they shut the party down and everybody went home. So everything was going good, and then I said, well, okay, you know, show me the 4 guys that were causing all the problems. Well, okay, we're hunting for those 4 guys. They're causing the problems because they can't find them. So we go out in the back towards the garage. Well, here's those 4 guys. They're back there. They took the keg of beer, and they were trying to steal their keg of beer. And they're back there, you know, just pumping beer down their throats with the keg of beer. So I tell them, okay, it's time to leave. You know, gotta quit drinking and get going. The party's closed down. And they all start griping and complaining, you know, oh, they paid their cover charge. They come in, they're gonna drink their beer. I said, well, first off, no, you didn't pay the cover charge, according to what the girls are saying. And second off, that's not your beer. And third off, you're going to leave or get arrested. Well, what are you going to arrest us for? Blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, I'll figure something out to arrest you for. So there's one big dumb idiot who picks up the keg and lifts it over his head, and he says, what if I just take and smash you over the head with this keg? And I took 2 steps back, put my hand on my gun, and I said, well, you can give it a try. You might hit me, but I'm going to put 2 rounds into your chest before you do. You can set the keg down and leave peacefully, or get shot. Which is it? Your choice. Well, yeah, that sounds pretty bad, pretty bravado, but you know what? It worked. He had this shocked look on his face. He set that keg down there all, you know, bitching and crying, you're going to shoot me over some damn beer? And I go, well, if you throw the keg at me, that's assault with a deadly weapon. You're damn right I'm going to shoot you. Now, get out of here. Well, they all left, leaving the keg behind. And that was, you know, everything was all calmed down by then. Everybody pretty much left except for the girls that lived there at this house, you know. And so then they come out, you know, and they're apologizing, saying they're sorry, they, you know, didn't know, blah, blah, blah. And so I told them, okay, you know, well, you can't have any more parties like this unless you get the proper permits. And you sure as heck can't be selling alcohol because you don't have a liquor license. I said, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to let you all off with a verbal warning and give you back your donations to save the Dolphins, and don't ever make me have to come back to this house again. Well, they, you know, thanked me and everything. I gave them back their stupid little sign and their jar full of money. And I cleared the call and off I went. No paperwork to fill out. I didn't have to make any arrests. Let the girls off with a warning, and no, of course, didn't have to shoot that idiot. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, would you actually have shot the guy? Well, yeah, if he'd have thrown the keg at me, I would have drawn and shot him. That's assault with a deadly weapon. He hits me with that keg, he could knock me out, take my gun, and kill me. So, yeah, I would have drawn my gun and shot him. So, there you go. That's my story about the stupid little snowflakes, college girls down there at San Diego State University, having their little Save the Dolphins fundraiser without proper permits and selling beer to underage college kids without a license. I mean, I could have racked up a whole bunch of numbers on that call, but it would have also spent 3 or 4 hours doing paperwork. So, you know, gotta remember what your priorities are. Actually fighting some real crime or putting up with that stupid crap. Oh well, I hope you liked the story. If you did, hit the like button, make some comments, come back again next week for another Throwback Thursday. This is Rob saying bye-bye.